Welcome back to Thinkers Table, the space where deep thinkers come together to explore ideas that shape our lives. Our mission is to help you on your journey of self-discovery, finding life purpose, setting a vision, and achieving your aspirations. I'm your host, Felicity Haguma, the Potentialist, and I'm thrilled to take you on this journey of deep thinking and transformation. If you have ever doubted your path, if you have ever struggled to see where you are going, or if you have been waiting for a sign, this is it. Today, we are asking a question that most people don't ask. Do startups really fail, or do they just reach the limit of their founder's vision? Today, we are going to explore deep the hidden mindset behind startups. Is it vision? Motivation? Where do they get the power to sustain? The power to succeed? We always hear that most startups fail within 3 years they have started. But what if they have been measuring the wrong thing? What if some of these ventures were never meant to last forever? What if the founders simply reached their goal and had no reason to continue? Tony Robbins said that people are not lazy. They simply have important goals. That is, goals that do not inspire them. We are building from our last episode where we talked about the power of vision, seeing the future before it happens. Joining me today, it is a returning guest, a visionary in his own right, Holy Stephen. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Coach.
You can say something, greet the listeners.
What can I tell them? Like, the real driver for your life and for yourself is the vision you can have.
We are building from our last conversation.
Yeah.
We have another guest, Jean-Baptiste. Welcome on at Thinkers Table.
Welcome.
Thank you. So as I mentioned, many startups fail within the first 3 years of incorporation. Especially in Africa, some studies show that over 50% of startups don't last beyond 3 years. But why? That we are getting this from techinafrica.com. Stephen, what do you think it is a reason why companies are failing within 3 years?
Coach, thank you. Let me say, if it is a total failure, like they say it is a research, I don't know if they discussed it with the owner of the startup, and they tell themselves, we already failed. It can be the problem if it is like that. Okay.
So there are different indicators.
Yeah. But when it comes, if you see or you use your perspective to see that the business is shut down, and you say the startup is failed. From my perspective, I can say you are wrong.
Why? You mean they don't fail?
A startup, let me say in this way. For example, myself.
Okay.
Let me give an example to myself.
Your case study.
Yeah.
Kindly share.
Yeah. In 2019, I developed the entrepreneurship program, which I called YES program, Youth Entrepreneurship Solution. 2020, at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, I started training the people with those programs. Like I trained 4,000 people in 1 year and a half.
Wow. That's a big number.
Yeah. What was driving me to train people in that level As I said, I have now to the vision for my company to impact at least 10 millions of youth in Africa to have access to the entrepreneurship that can help them to improve their life.
Okay.
So, in 2022, at the end, I shut down the program.
Okay.
The people who may not seeing me training people about that program,
They think that you have failed.
they think that I have failed.
You have crossed the program, and it's no more, and they would associate it with fail.
Yes. But the things is, I have seen that I need to use the tools which can help me to reach through the big numbers of youth.
Okay.
I was integrating the technology, statement, support, and infrastructure
Okay.
that will help me to reach many people from a different country. So if I meet someone, we're together in 2022, he or she asking me about the program of Yes program, he may say like, you failed. But I don't, because my vision.
Let's talk it in terms of income, probably finance. So if you are generating income from that activity, that program, and you spend now from 2022, you are not operating, and it's now 2025, you have not resumed your work. So people seeing you not generating income from that business, they think that you have failed.
No.
And if you're not filing the returns at the official at RRA, you are not generating income. And they would say that this company has failed because they are not seeing the taxes. You get it?
That's not the mindset of visionary.
That's what I'm saying. Because when they say companies are failing within the 3 years
that's
of
them.
the startup.
That's LLA. That's officials you're talking about.
Yes, that's
I'm not the one who
statistics.
said. I'm not the one who said the vision of the startups. They said their vision. They want to make a tax, but they think what we want for us is to make an impact. If I'm seeing I'm not impacting enough,
the approach you're using is not serving you better. Then you look for another one.
For me, I have the problem in my heart that I'm not reaching where I have to reach.
But from someone outside there who is seeing you, he thinks that you have failed, right?
Yeah, in that way, but he didn't ask me.
Ask you if you are still on track.
Yes.
If you are still chasing your vision.
Because if I tell you the truth, last night, I was working to see the progress of where those infrastructure are now, if I can resume. I postponed. I invested. Even that they say that you're not making an income, but I'm investing.
Yes.
Investing.
Can we talk about our case study of Mindful Thinkers? We started in 2019, right? We started in 2019. We had a mentorship program. We train youth, train job seekers together with the city of Kigali, and that income was not steady. And we are not actively really serving the way we wanted. From someone's perspective outside there, this is something which is has reached a dead end. This is not something which is really generating the income as we would expect.
Yeah.
But deep within ourselves, we are really looking forward to reshape the way we are serving. To re-strategize.
Right now, if the people know what Mindful Thinkers is building for the world, for the universe, no one can talk about the fail. Because this is right now we have the Thinkers table. Who knows that the Thinkers table will come?
It is us who are cooking something, and here we are.
The people who are outside of us, they may think, Mindful Thinkers. In the word they was talking about, that the thinkers, they are not. Now they fail. Huh?
Yeah, those are the statistics. So they are looking at a company which is supposed to be generating income and the money is not there. They think that we are failed. No, don't accept failure. If you quit, you fail. But if you still hold on your vision, sit tight.
I may quit, but by shifting the vision.
It means you have changed the target.
Because there is a reason why to quit. My dear friend here, my fellow coach, Baptiste, know that there is a reason to quit.
We have many reasons to quit. Yes.
You can quit if you want to grow. Like, you see your vision, what you're doing, it is not helping you in your personal development journey. So that you say that, what do I really need? Who do I really want to be?
Of course, there are things you really wanted in life as you're growing up. There are things you felt it was important in life. It's no more important. It's no more, you are not focusing on that anymore. So, yes, for someone who knew me having that vision, that dream, and I'm no more interested in that dream, they think that, okay, this one also keep changing her mind as she's not a serious lady. So it also matters. It is a personal thing. To really understand that, yes, this is what I want in life and I will make it. It is the lifetime commitment to really pursue something. Not having money now, not having the success you're looking for, it's just temporary defeat. It's temporary. It is not permanent. Not having the funds to fund your vision, it is something, it's not something permanent. It's temporary.
Yeah.
But share with us. Do you really think that these startups are failing? It is just they are changing the model, they are changing the strategy, they are just building themselves?
I have another idea about this. Some startup fail. And I can state many reasons that those startups may fail.
Okay.
Reason number one, sometimes government offers opportunities for business. Someone is on the road walking, can hear the announcement and run to someone to take project.
Grab the opportunity.
Yeah. They say they are giving 3 million and please plan a project for me. When I presented the project and they get fund, I give you something. That one has no idea about what he's going to do. He will deposit the project, get fund, spend the fund for some years. When the fund is out, he closes.
Has he failed?
He failed.
How? What was the intention behind it? He received the money and used the money the way he was supposed to use the money. Did he fail?
No, that's what I'm saying. Before starting a business, you should have a vision.
That's what I'm saying. This person who received funding for 3 million and he spent it the way he really intended, did he fail? According to someone else who gave the money, maybe if I come and give you 3 million, I have a vision for myself and I want you to execute it. But for you, the perspective is different. You need money to take your child to school. You need money to really to polish your house. The money I give you, for me, I wanted you really to come from one level to the other. That is a vision I'm holding for you.
As government?
Yes. I'm the person funding you, the sponsor. This is a vision I hold for you. I want a better life for you. I want something, improvement in some area of life. But I didn't ask you if you really needed this. So if I give you the money, you use it according to what you wanted to use it for. You serve the purpose you had in mind. So for me, probably I have failed, but for you, who received the money, did you fail, really?
The one gave me money, want me to graduate from one level to another level, and to contribute to the country economy.
Thank you. But is it what you wanted for yourself?
Then me, I used the money for drinking beer and everything I want.
That was the only issue you had, and you solved it.
So for that startup, for me, failed.
Yes, we are agreeing to disagree.
Yeah.
I'm bringing another perspective. So I have a dream for you.
Let me ask you, if I'm your parent and I sent you to school and you go for another direction, in that case, as parent, my mission failed.
No.
You did what you're supposed to do.
Your children doesn't need to achieve your mission.
Thank you.
Then I
So
failed.
you have you have fulfilled the mission as a parent. You send your children to school. You are done.
Let's go back.
What they do with their life?
What is the mission of startup?
They are supposed to be serving a purpose, to be solving a certain problem.
Yeah. If it doesn't,
Now, now this is where the issue is. You gave me the money to solve a certain problem,
yeah.
but you never knew. You never knew the priority. So the money you gave me, it is still solving a problem, but not not what it intended.
That's fail.
On whose
From
side? Which side?
I call it fail, but you call it other way.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the purpose behind the action. That vision. Whose vision are we really achieving? If I'm the one investing the money and I tell you go and do ABCD,
Yeah.
I'm really fulfilling my vision, right? But for you, you have another thing which is a priority for you. You prioritize. You invest that money in something different from what you had agreed.
Yeah.
So, whose vision has failed? Of course, it's me who is giving you the money. Because what I intended you to achieve, you didn't achieve, but you solved the problem you had.
Do you know what you call accountability?
Yes, I know.
Sometimes our government gives some fund for institutions.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the year, they come on to do evaluation. If you took some money and invest in other things, sometimes you get fired.
Yes, I agree with you. The accountability has to come in, but we're talking about fulfilling the vision. These people, we are now assuming that they are failing. Are they really failing? That is the question we're having today.
Some of them, they failed.
For me, I don't know, Coach Baptiste. What is the definition of failing? Let's start there.
Failing.
On your perspective.
Failing in academically, economically, in which area?
Just the definition of failure.
Not reaching your target or your mission is failing.
Did you talk to those owner of the startup? Go deeply in a conversation with them. Know their target, or they are changing the strategy to achieve.
But
have you seen them?
But we took an example.
Have you seen them shut down the business and become homeless and have nowhere? All they are doing other things. What we call the target is something from what we think, our mindset, just what you want to achieve. If I want to buy a car, now you don't know. You don't even know what color of the car I want to buy. So if I have a car, then I sell it, you will think that I failed to maintain the car because I want to buy the new brand of the Mercedes-Benz. So we're not going to define the fail of other people because of what we see with the eyes. What the eyes see.
Those are illusions.
Right now, you're not, you quit the job. Did I tell you you failed? We talk about that. I asked you. We talk about. I asked you. You quit the job. Why did you quit the job? I asked you.
And even me, I wanted to ask you. Do you know how many people in the banks they go there to take a loan?
There are many people.
They fail to pay, and the bank come to take your properties.
They
Do you
didn't
think-
fail to pay. If they have the property to pay, that's why there is a collateral.
They failed to pay?
No,
That's
they
why-
didn't. The collateral given the bank,
No.
bank sell it and get their money. They
Yes.
didn't fail to pay.
Failing happens. You can only fail if you quit. I call those temporary defeat. Not having money to pay the loan. This is a temporary things. The season is not good. You didn't sell very well. The sales are not good. The season is not okay. When it is a peak season, it's fine. If it is low season, you are not paying very well. Those are temporary defeat. But we're talking about the conclusion of these startups. As Coach Stephen said, did we really understand the motivation behind these startups? Do we really understand why are they doing what they're doing? So let me give you an example. I came across a gentleman, it's a while ago, 12 years ago. It's in a foreign country, we met. And I was chatting with him. He was telling me he had a business and the business collapsed. He was really into deep depression. So when I was chatting with him, asking him questions, how he started the business, it was about in logistics. He started the business and the motivation behind it. And he shared that when he grew up, when he was growing up, the father used to tell him that he was going to be useless. The only thing he had in his mind, it was that sound of his father's voice saying that, but you man, you're going to be useless. So he went to venture into something to prove the dad that he could do something. He worked hard. He made money, millions. He bought properties. He was really on top of the game. It reached a point, it was haunting him. He's telling himself, so my dad used to tell me that I was going to be useless, but I'm a man now. I have proved him that I am a man. Let alone, as he continues going on, for him, the business was to prove that he can be a man. It has served the purpose, by the way. So, as we are chatting, I brought to his attention that the motivation behind his hard work was to prove something, which he has proved anyway. When you prove something and you are done with the purpose of that vision, the vision was to prove something, it has served the purpose. There was no motivation, no any other motivation to continue doing what he was supposed to be doing.
Let me ask my fellow coach, Stephen.
So here I'm talking about the mindset behind the motivation behind our actions, the motivation behind our ventures. Do we start a business to prove something, or you are starting a business to really achieve something greater than you are today? So when you are judging people's performance, we also have to understand what is the motivation behind it. For me, that gentleman has served a purpose. That business served a purpose. Because the purpose, the motivation was to prove that he can be a man. And he proved it, and the business, it had to go. There was no any other motivation behind it. So you wanted to say something? Please go on.
My fellow coach, my fellow coach Stephen said that some business, some startups doesn't fail.
They don't. Mm-hmm.
But for me, they fail.
Yes, here we agree to disagree.
When you start a business, and as the owner, you said, at this level, I want to close my business. Mm-hmm. How do we call it?
Why?
Is that a failure?
Good point.
Is that a failure?
If you decide to close, give me a space. Give me a space, please. You decide to close a business because you are seeing the work you want to achieve, that strategy is not working for you. Mm-hmm. Did he close the life?
We are talking about startups.
Yeah.
Failing or succeed.
This all startup we are talking about started by the people.
But for me to close a business, does it mean that I failed?
No.
What is it? Succeed?
From the example I've just shared.
The good thing, all of who are here, you had a startup.
Yeah.
It is still running.
Coach Harvard.
I have several.
I do have it. Your startup is still learning.
Yeah.
As it used to learn.
How is it running? Is it
Give us what's the problem?
growing or it is stagnant?
Right now we can give you any working efficient advice. We are coaches. Don't worry.
It is running.
Uh-huh.
The way you want it?
As planned.
As planned. Okay.
Yeah. The good thing is, why did you start? The reason behind, the mindset you have, like the motivation you have when you're going to start your company, your startup. What was it?
To serve
To serve who?
people.
Are you serving them?
Yes. Even
So-
here, I'm serving them.
Okay. When you get to the level you see that you're not serving the people, what will you do?
I will change the way I will be using.
You know what word will say?
Yeah.
They will say you are failed. But you are changing the way. So
What if you feel that you have
w-
served
will-
your best?
will
and you are
you
no
call
more?
will you call yourself failed?
Someone amongst us. Went,
Will you call yourself
went-
a
failed?
failure?
Let's go back. Someone on this table went to school to study something I don't remember. At certain level, he quit. Can I judge him as failure or succeed?
Who is that?
You.
Okay. Good point. I want you to specify.
Even
about
me at
that.
times I quit my profession.
Coach, he brings a good point that I
yeah.
can give him
we
the
only change
perspective.
the strategy. It's about changing strategy. So we quit one profession and go do something different, but we are here to serve.
It was not even that. Let me tell you, be honest about you. There is a Leo me. And
There is startups.
there is another Steven that educational format want me to be. I choose myself. Not Steven, other people they want to shape. They want to make me an engineer. And don't want to be engineer. I have other things I want to be. I want to do something I do the best. Going to school was a good environment because it helps me to see, to compare myself, to know what I'm really good at it. Even if there was no teacher to teach me about business, about the research. I didn't attend PhD. But you want me to give you the good research about the solution which can solve the problem. I choose me.
So from the people's perspective, because they did
From
not
the
complete.
topic we are talking about the startups.
My
Sounds-
fellow coach, thank you so much.
Some startups fail. You can't,
Of course,
you can't
there are
prove,
factors
you
which can push people to fail.
you
yes.
can't prove me that you start a business with 100 cows. Now you are no longer have even one cow. You are not able to pay servant. You close everything. Then you tell me to call it successful.
Now, that's also another perspective. If I have a farm of 100 cows and I really shift the vision. So, if I have been a cattle keeper and I want to go into farming and phasing out that project, building another one. So, according to people who see me outside there, they think that I've failed because the farm, it's empty, but I'm shifting the focus. So we are here talking about the mindset behind the startups. Not only looking at what is really shining outside there. Not really looking at the economic factors only that, yes, this person is not generating the money temporarily, he's not generating income, he has failed. But have you really asked them the motivation behind, the vision, the real vision? What is the purpose of that business? As you mentioned, you started your business to serve people. What if you told yourself that I want to serve 1 million people, and you hit the numbers within a year, and you quit? You close the business because you have reached your target, right?
Yeah. But if so, let's minimize our question.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about startup failing, is it about the managers of the startups or the sponsors?
When we talk about startups, here we're talking about the visionaries, the vision, the people behind the vision.
Sponsors.
Not the sponsors. If I have a vision,
Yeah.
to build a school,
Yeah.
and I approach a bank, they give me the money. They are the funders.
Yeah.
Are they the vision bearers? The bank is not a vision bearer. I'm the vision bearer. I own the vision.
Yeah.
So here you separate the two. The people funding my project and the person who has the vision itself. We're talking about these people who start a company, who start a project, who start something to serve a purpose. Not the one who gives me the money to go and fulfill that.
If so, if you gave me money to run a business of hotel, restaurant, then I took your money to buy pigs. Who is failing?
As I mentioned earlier, you are investing in what is a priority for you.
But the one who gave me money has a mission to fulfill.
His vision.
And I said,
Mm.
I will comply with your terms and conditions. Then after, I do other things.
That's change in focus. It means you started this business. You really, it goes back to the motivation I said. The motivation is for you to get the money, not really building this hotel, this hotel or restaurant.
The one with the money had the motivation of helping people to grow. The one who received the money had another vision.
Yes. So this person who got the money and fulfilled his vision.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not calling him a failure because he has fulfilled his vision. Coach Steven.
If he fails,
who is going to fail?
The one who wants to fulfill his mission, buy pigs. Then these pigs died, or I don't know the reason why. The one who gave money didn't get return. The one who received money didn't get return. What about that startup?
Somewhere in between, someone solved the purpose. That money fulfilled something.
But not intended the one.
Yes. Maybe in between, they shifted the focus. So the focus, the what we're emphasizing here is the idea behind this startup, the mindset, the thought, the vision. As we mentioned in the last episode,
there should be
if we are
key performance indicators
in a project. Yes, separate a project and a vision.
Even in the business.
Yes, separate a project and a vision.
So my kid, if he come to school with 10%, he can't tell me he succeed.
Depending on where he is coming from.
Never.
He failed according to you, but for him, he's a success. So, yeah, because you don't know where he's coming from. Maybe he could even come with a zero, complete zero, but he will now manage to get a 10. No. Celebrate with him, sympathize, understand the reason why he's even performing to that level.
No.
So here it's about the thinking behind the idea. As you mentioned, Your vision is to help people, but you are doing it in different ways. So if you really want to support people and you started your first business in tourism, right?
Yeah.
And if you realize that tourism is no more a passion for you, it's no more something you can use to impact people. Here you are still serving people. You're at the table, thinkers table, mindful thinkers. You are also serving people through this platform. Now, the bigger vision you have is to really serve people as many as possible. It's up to you to get the numbers. So this company you started in tourism, it's a platform leading you to where you're heading, to that vision. If we are in between, on the road, you realize that this tourism company, this company in this industry is not helping you, and you decide to cross it, someone is going to say that you have failed. But for you, this is a channel. It was a channel to the bigger picture, right? If you know that at Mindful Thinkers you're not serving your best and you decide to quit, do we judge you as a failure? Or you are really looking for something different? You said, okay, now I'm not impacting people very well. Let me go into construction. These are channels helping us to go to the bigger vision. So differentiate a vision and a project and a platform.
Let me ask you some question.
Kindly.
When you are a coach,
Yes.
a national team,
Mm-hmm.
you signed the contract with saying that I will take this team to World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
In 10 matches, you didn't win even one match. When they fire you, you will say, I didn't fail.
That's a work in progress. Yes, you have not delivered desired results, but you have not failed.
Failing all matches.
Because you winning. They say that at times you win and at times you learn.
Yeah.
So there is also that component of saying, okay, it's a work in progress. I'm going to go there, even though I am not reaching the result I want, but still, it's a work in progress. I'm learning and improving my strategies so that I can get better.
I still on the side that saying that some startup fail. When you start a business, you need to have workers. But some of those with the in charge of governing those business, they don't have skills, leadership skills, management skills to run or to work with a team. That one may lead the startup fail.
Yes, these are some of the factors. As I said, it is a temporary defeat.
That temporary can lead to the permanent.
Yes, you only fail if you quit.
Some quit.
Then you quit on a project, you don't quit on a vision. Coach Stephen.
Yes.
What's your take on that?
I still I don't understand you, Coach Baptiste. Seriously.
For you, all businesses, all startups succeed.
How can someone who knows what having a vision means, can you call someone failed? Can you say, is it the vision? Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Is it the vision fail? Can a vision fail?
You can fail it.
You fail at achieving a vision.
You can fail.
Okay.
Did you?
Last time, do you remember what he said?
We don't judge. Did you fail? Your vision, did your vision
Have you
fail?
failed at your vision?
I failed my goal.
Okay.
But
The
your vision,
is still there.
Still.
we don't judge.
No, but
If you didn't fail your vision, don't say other people
remember
fail.
that's the episodes. We said that if you want to go to Ruamagana, you find yourself in the car going to Huye, what will you do?
You think that if I pass to Huye, I
You
can't
want to reach
reach to
Rwamagana.
Rwamagana. There
It
is
might
a
take
many
you
road.
long.
Is it the best way?
It may take
you
me long.
but you'll get there.
Let me ask you.
Mm.
I want to go to Nyabugogo.
Mhm.
I go to Kanombe to take a air flight.
Mhm.
Is it a good way?
But you can reach Nyabugogo.
At a certain point, are you going to reach Nyabugogo?
You may even die.
Coach, it is possible. Let me tell you how it is possible.
You get a chopper.
Like
You may, so if
when
so,
they reach at the high stage of Nyabugogo,
You will
they
jump.
give you the parachute, then you come down.
It is much possible.
Some people choose to go to Uganda with the airplane, others choose a bus.
They don't even go by road.
They reach there.
that's the way.
My dear friend, my fellow coach, if you didn't fail your vision, please don't judge people. They failed their vision. Don't take, like, I usually, on the first episode, I don't remember if it is the first episode, we have two eyes, like physical one. Coach used to tell us there is another third eye. That's the thinker eye. That's the visionary eye. They didn't count the achievement by leaving you phrases. The people who are failing to themselves, if the LLA are not receiving enough taxes as they planned, instead of knowing the problem, they say the business failed to pay the tax. You understand?
Yeah.
That's their vision failed. That's their goal failed, not mine.
It's a vision. These are temporary things.
It's their stuff failed, not mine.
But
Then they sat there, they count on me that you failed to do what? To pay the tax. Okay. But I didn't fail on my dream. The visionary
my
always.
fellow coaches,
Can you say that?
Yes,
Because Mandela go in jail 20 years.
27 years.
Then he failed.
let me say,
He did.
my fellow coaches,
When he come back, did he do
I
what?
don't want to keep people in comfort zone. There's something you can do and lead your business or startups to fail.
You want people to lose their motivation.
No.
That's I see that's what you want.
No, I'm not deceiving them. Yeah. Something to be done.
As I said, sometimes you win,
succeed.
sometimes you learn. So if, as you mentioned, that
Well,
if a person start a business, give it to a manager, and the manager does not have the skills and they end up failing, this is a temporary defeat.
What about surrendering?
You surrender to what? To fail.
Hey.
What about surrendering? Even in the startups, some people surrender
They surrender to what?
to what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They said, let me cross and I'm no longer interested in doing this.
Yes. As we mentioned, a vision, it is something bigger than yourself. It is something, an impact you would want to create in people's lives. It is a change you want to see in people's lives.
Yeah.
So a vision is different from a mission where you say, I want to really sell clothes and make 1 million per day. That's a goal. It becomes a goal.
Yeah.
A goal is that bigger thing. As we say that the Apple's vision is to have, is it Microsoft and Apple as well?
Maybe in like Microsoft, because that's a Microsoft.
Yeah, having a computer on each, even Apple, they have something like that.
Yeah, each family.
Each family a computer. So if now they try to venture into different tools of communication, and we end up having these tools of communication in our hands, in our homes, they're still serving that vision. They'll come and say, okay, for us now to achieve this, we are going to be producing ABCD. If this product line fails, has the whole vision failed?
No?
So separate, differentiate those two things.
For me, starting selling
The
shoes and add the crosses and add the colors and everything is not failing.
Thank you. So they are expanding ways to serve people,
You may even change everything.
but they are still on the bigger picture.
Yeah. But
They
not,
might also decide not to produce and start buying other people and other people's products and distributing to the homes.
yeah.
They are still serving a purpose.
Yeah.
Those are strategies to help us achieve our vision.
But not all the time the case.
Give us a different scenario.
Some surrender and crosses completely. And they declare, we cross. As startup, they reach their target or I don't know, but they fail to go beyond.
What if they have really achieved their vision? As I mentioned, the case study of this gentleman who wanted to prove that he can be a man. What if they have really achieved that purpose? Because that's where we are coming from. Really, are we really saying that these startups are failing because they are not fulfilling what we expect them to fulfill? Or they have achieved their vision and they had to cross and go?
It depends. Even if it is a startup for 3 years, to spend 1 million and I spend it in 1 day, the next day I cross, I fail.
Yes, if you define failure like that, that is a personal definition, and we cannot disagree with you. It's up to you to really define if are you really failing or you are still on track. It goes back to really helping the listeners to understand that failing is personal. If you see yourself a failure, you have failed. If you feel that you are still on track of reaching your vision, then you are going to reach there. It goes to the next question I want to ask. Why do some entrepreneurs lose interest after success? There are those who have seen who have succeeded.
Yeah.
Some entrepreneurs start businesses with the sole purpose of proving to themselves or others that they can do it. But once they succeed, they feel no reason to continue. Why?
Come again with the question.
It is the same case that I shared. The person who wanted to prove something. So entrepreneurs start businesses with the sole purpose of proving something, that you can do it. Achieving the success rate you wanted, and you quit. You are no more interested. So what is the power of motivation in achieving that vision?
Coach,
Yes, please.
as you said a few minutes, many people go in business like looking at different things. Different. For me, for example, there is a guy we went together. He win the fund of $100,000. He go there with the house, have a wife, now have a twin. Say that don't need to be in tech stuff. Like, I wanted the universe to serve me. I've been served.
He achieved the vision.
Yes. So I've been served.
He pitched the project, he got the funding, and he went and solved the problem he had.
And he said that I always want to be the barista, have the coffee shop.
Wow.
Like, sitting in a computer, reading the news in the morning. Other people come and sit down, take coffee. Then, like, we discuss so that I'm fully going to make my life really look like this. So, that startup, after deciding that, get another person to buy the startup and say that
that was his vision, right?
I get my things. So
that
I'm
was
out.
the vision, right?
Yes.
But for the people he pitched the project to, they really had hope in him. For him, pitching was a way to reach the bigger vision of having a home, having a wife, and having children, and a coffee shop.
Now we get what you
So
want.
pitching that project of high tech, it really served the purpose.
Yeah.
It helped him achieve the vision he wanted. It is responding to a case study of piglets. That project.
So here we have to see like the thinkers. I love the coach. You know why I love my senior coach?
Yeah.
Like he have to test because he's investing in the impact you will make more than your personal interest. There is there an investor who invests directly without knowing what really impact do you want, what is keeping you, what is driving you on a sketch, on the table everywhere. But it takes time with us from 2018, 2019
Up to now.
until now, because he wants us to believe in a long-term impact. That's why he always talk about vision, impact to the society. We are the children of the universe. We are the children of the universe. So there is really knowing that why you are existing. After all those, knowing your why, your how,
The
everything,
what and the when.
like you start saying that the universe need me, the society need me, the community need me.
We are here for each other.
So that's made her. That's why there is a many people who pass in front of her. From those years we go to the job net, many people want to talk to her. They want to fulfill their personal interest, right? Where is them? They see like you want to invest in impact. You are talking about she don't want to impact on yourself only, because she have the vision that if she invest in you, if she want to impact on the universe, so if she invest in you, you will impact on the universe for her and for yourself too.
Oh, yes.
So that's the perspective the investor saying that the startup are losing. The people in the BDF say that we give the money to the people, then they failed. How?
They never
The
invested
guy-
in the vision, they invested in the project.
There is some guy who gave me the real story.
Okay.
He started the radio in different car parking, like car station, girl, like different place.
Car park, yes.
The material used to start those stations was the material for the guy who take it from BDF.
Okay.
Say that I don't want to
The
use this one.
equipment.
Yeah. I don't want to use this one. And there's someone who have in mind something to start, and he doesn't have the equipment.
The equipment in the capital.
And he told him, give him the equipment, I will pay the money in installment. He didn't even pay the money at the first time. He started the things. Now the things is expanding. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe what I can tell people, there is some people who are looking their personal interest, but help other people to impact on the community.
You mentioned something which is very critical, that the funders, as Jean-Baptiste said, they are investing in project, not in vision. So you bring a project, it is really feasible. We shall make money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But they are not looking at the genius behind this project.
Mm-hmm.
The vision, the motivation.
Mm.
They are investing in the project, and once this person loses interest in the project, changes the strategy to achieve his vision, and they lose the money. So that's also another way to look at it. Are they investing in people's vision, or they are investing in the project? So what if these companies, the startups, the visionaries behind the startups change the strategy? As you said, you are into tourism. You are now here at the table, mindful thinkers, helping people in personal development. What if the money you got to fund that tourism company, the fund expected high return, and you lose interest? You change the strategy. You go into constructing beautiful homes. This person who has invested in you is going to be disappointed. Think that you have failed. But deep within, you haven't failed on your vision.
But
because they only looked at one aspect.
Is their problem, not yours?
Yeah, they are looking at this aspect of yours, this project, and you are no more interested in it. You have moved on.
Coach, you know what? You know what the visionary do? The visionary, they don't always evaluate the living you are making. They evaluate how they are achieving their vision. That's the visionary do. The visionary investor look at how many people we are impacting on, how far we are, how many people we are helping. While other people say that how much we are making. So, some investors, those are, you understand the people who call the angel investor. The angel investor always see the impact in you more than a personal interest.
Yes.
Because the angel investor don't need the shares in your company. They don't. They see like you want to help people in this way, in this way, in this way, and they see that okay. Means that they have their vision too. They use the money to you, they fund your business so that you are going to help them achieve their vision. They even become the advisor for your business. Help you to be on top in making an impact, to become a good leader, to become a good innovators, to have the art of solution provider, like to become an artist in that way. So when it comes to this, if you, as coach said, there is a way you can take yourself. If you decide to tell yourself, I am failed, I can understand you.
Yes, if you believe
You are
yourself
the one
to be a failure,
Yeah, I can understand you.
We cannot
But if
compromise.
someone said you failed and tell me, Mr. Batiste failed, I'll tell them, I don't know. I don't know if he failed because I didn't talk to you. Then you told me, Steven, you know what? I'm failed, but for this one, but my vision is still there. I want to start on new things for continue. I want to make a new strategy.
You change a project.
You change the project.
Yeah. Come back to the question of our senior coach. He said why some people lose interest after success. We are in changing world on daily basis. So some people do not want to learn new technologies, new ways of doing something. If my business is running as planned and they come a new technology, I may say, what I have done is enough.
Mm.
No need to change and run after this new technology.